Hey YouTube, I have a confession or a brofession to make. I work out with weights too. I've been doing weights for a long time. Today I'm going to be doing OHP with bands, weighted pull-ups, rack pulls, talking about traps, and I'll do some farmer's walks today. So enjoy. So started this workout today as I was doing overhead presses with monster mini bands, and that's about 65 pounds at the top, according to the Elite FTS chart. If I'm stretching about 78 inches, that's what it says. So the point of this clip is to show that the sticking point with the bands is exactly the same as my regular OHP without the bands. I'm stick right above my forehead. So it's not changing it, it's still very hard at the bottom. It's 65 at the top and it's something at the bottom. So what the bands are doing is accommodating the resistance, making it harder at the top where it's normally easier, just like how machines are supposed to work. They're supposed to be equally difficult throughout the whole range of motion. I've been doing a back volume day where I'll do maybe 8 sets of 8 or 10 sets of 10 or 10 sets of 12 with weighted pull-ups between 25 and I'm getting up to 30 pounds. And today I was doing about 7. I'm trolling my friend by flexing in his Instagram video. So today for the pull-ups I did 8 sets of 7 with 30 pounds. With the OHP here I waited a few minutes and I was able to get it. Every time I push him is really difficult. My right arm is stronger, so I push with my left first, which shifts the center of gravity over to the right and allows the right side to do more work. So I didn't film the first set of 6 I did because I took the bands off and did the 155 without the bands, and it just flew out of my hands. When you take off the bands and you're used to it, them being there and you take them off, it just feels like they're flying out of your hands. I was almost scared. I literally had thought I had dropped it and it was sliding off my fingers onto my head because it felt so weightless after taking the bands off. And that just must be because I'm accelerating so fast with the bands, or so much faster than normal that it feels almost weightless. I don't know if you ever pushed up a Smith machine and you just let it go and it just floats up. It kind of felt like that after taking the bands off. So that day I did 855 and I did a double before it, but I had my straps broke and then my friend's cheap straps weren't working, so they kept slipping on my hands. But the week before, it's the first time I did 855, when it was a slightly lower height. Today it's like 2 inches above the knee, 3 inches above the knee. This is kind of where Alpha Destiny does it, maybe even higher. I don't know, it's about the same place. So this is the first time doing 10 plates, and it felt, felt like a million pounds. This exercise, it feels like someone is sucking your soul out of you while you're doing it. And I was a little worried that this was going to cause a chain reaction, all the plates were going to start falling off and flip over. So I think it's hard to tell with just pictures, but I feel that my traps are bigger. I feel like I can flex them, which I never was able to do before. And I can tell from the width, not just the height, and then also the depth, which you can't see in those pictures, that they are bigger. So I believe that they are working, and I'm going to keep doing them. This is a trap bar, but it was this regular height. We didn't have raised handles. I'm doing the cheat shrugs, and I started doing these late 2016. So I think the cheat shrugs and the rack pulls have really helped. And at the end of this, I'm going to pause for like 10, I don't know, felt like 10, it's more like 4 or 5. This is the 3rd time of me doing back this week. So I did the easier pull-ups, but this is the 3rd time doing pressing or overhead pressing this week. First day I did a mini band overhead press. Second day I did gymnast ring handstand push-ups. And today I did OHP with the monster mini bands and a couple sets without them. And that's all I really did for shoulders, except for lateral flies, which I didn't show, and bent over rear flies. I thought the bar was rolling away from me there. I'm gonna hit that car, which was actually my friend's car right there. So that would have been funny. But this is like I was talking about. Have you ever seen a video game where the Grim Reapers stealing the person's soul, and you see the one person, but you see their ghost coming out of them? That's what this felt like. These farmer's walks are tearing your soul off of you, and so that was about 400 pounds total. And the week before was the first time I did it when we used half of that weight. This is me being a little fluffy. My arms are like 17. The waist is it's like 35 and a half. It's a lot. It's like 2 inches bigger than last year. But the arms are bigger though, and the strength's up. I'm 198 and I'm down from like 208, 210 at my peak in about February or early March. So I'm getting leaner, and the waist has been going down. The arms have been staying the same. So thanks for watching the video, guys. I appreciate the views, the likes, the comments, and I will answer the comments right now.